You've hit that 5,000 mark a few times now, and it keeps pulling back to 3,000. From thousands of conversations and people coached all over the world, I can tell you right now, it is not a strategy problem. Yeah, it is not, I need another training course problem. It is a problem which when you solve, you will break through that barrier. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what the issue is and how you can combat it and take it on and take your business to the next level. The wall everybody hits, but you never hear people talk about it. And you've done great things. You've achieved $5,000, euros, pounds in your business. You know, that is a fantastic achievement. You've built a business which is probably paying your mortgage, providing for your family, and you probably might have some money left over. But it hits 5,000 and it comes back down to 4,000. You hit 5,000 again, and then it comes back down to 4,000, 3,000. And everybody thinks they need a new strategy. Yeah, but everybody thinks, well, clients left, that is the problem. Or I'm not getting enough clients in, that is the problem. And yeah, that is the problem, because ultimately, if you bring more clients in, the more money you're making. But there's a reason why you're not bringing more clients in. And it's something a lot of people don't talk about. Before any strategy works, you have to believe that you are the type of person who can earn more than that 5,000. Yeah, you have to feel that you deserve and give yourself permission to earn more than the 5,000, which is happening right now. That is the first thing you need to do before any strategy. As my theory is from a sporting background, yeah? If you have a team in a change room and you're talking through a strategy for the season and the goal to win the league is the goal for the season, that strategy means nothing unless that whole squad buys into the belief that they can actually do it this season. That strategy is useless, okay? So that is the biggest problem. Can you actually believe that you are capable and deserve to break that 5,000 a month barrier? Because that's a society ceiling, isn't it? That is a ceiling. That's 60,000 a year. That's a ceiling of a good paying job in some parts of the world anyway these days. Yep, so that is a ceiling, especially if you come from employment, that you might not feel that you are good enough to break. That you might see other people absolutely smashing it and think, I can't be like them. That is what you need to change before you work on the strategy. If you change that, the strategy works. When you take action on the strategy, that is when the results come. And that is when you're going to break the barrier. Belief is always hidden inside the pain. So as a coach, if I just taught you strategy, then it might work, but it's not going to work long term. Yeah, we have to find the pain and we have to install the belief on top of the pain, and then we put into action the strategy and we take serious action on that strategy, and the results will come. But what you've got to see is that this ceiling is invisible. And most people don't see it. And they keep going down the same route. Let's get another strategy. Oh, let's try this. Oh, let's try that. When really, their strategies are working. Yeah, they're just not backed by the belief they actually deserve to break through that 5,000 mark. Yep. And that is so, so important when you're running a business. Yeah, like I say, what is the point on going onto a pitch, a rugby pitch, in my case, a rugby pitch, okay, if I don't believe I can actually win? If I go on just to see how it goes, or I'm going to work hard today, let's see how it goes, I ain't going to win. Yeah, because I'm not walking on that pitch with the belief that we can do this. And that is what so many business owners get pulled back, because they don't go into business actually believing they deserve to be there. They don't go into business believing that they are capable of achieving the things which they're seeing other people achieve. and they don't go into business giving themselves permission to actually go on and do amazing things. That is where the ceiling is invisible. So I'm giving you that ceiling now. That is the ceiling I want you to change before you put into any strategy. I want you to believe in yourself that you are more than capable to break through that barrier. And you are going to break through that 5,000 barrier. The ceiling is made up of 3 sections. Yeah. The belief that you actually have a product where you can charge the correct price. Yep. We've talked about this on so many videos. You have to believe in your price to break through that ceiling. If you're not believing in your price or charging the correct prices, you are never going to break through that ceiling. So right now, I want you to get more confident in your pricing, more confident about what you offer, and more confident about what you can do for your customer. That is the first thing I want you to change. Yeah, I don't want you to find a new strategy, how to get 10 more customers. I want you to focus on the package you've got now and actually believing that that package is going to take your customer and advance whatever it is in your service business. Yeah. And you back the price of that package. And when a customer comes to you and says, can you give me a discount? You say, no, I believe in my package. I believe in my product. The customer will pay. Number 2 is the belief gap. Like somebody like you should be earning more than 5,000 per month. As I said early in the video, that 5,000 per month is a real nice full-time income ceiling. Yeah. And we very often get comfortable at that 5,000 mark. And that is what is holding your business back. You don't think you are worth more than a good wage, because society says 5,000 a month is a good wage in this world today. Yeah. You don't actually believe that you are capable of becoming better than that 5,000. That is a huge problem. And over 15 years, it's amazing. I've seen so many talented people, but this psychology holds them back. They look at their business and they're earning a good income compared to a good full-time job or what they would get in the employment world. And they don't believe that they deserve any more. Okay? So that is problem number 2 we've got to resolve, is that you do deserve more and you are capable of achieving more. And the world gives you permission to achieve more. When you start believing this, you're going to see big results come. Trust me. And number 3, it's about the belief about who you think you really are. Are you still playing small? Are you, telling yourself you're quiet and you don't want to put yourself out there? That is what's holding you back. Yeah, maybe you've not put the content out there which is required to break that next income ceiling. Maybe you're talking yourself out of it. Maybe you've got comfortable. Maybe you've actually got comfortable and you think you're stuck. Yeah, you're not stuck, you're comfortable. You'll hear me say this in a lot of videos. And that comfortability is keeping you at that range. If you want to progress from that range, you've got to become uncomfy again. You've got to go back to when you first started your business and you did those uncomfortable things which have got you to that 5,000 today. Now it's time to reinvent that wheel and get uncomfy again. Yeah, that is what is going to help you break through those income ceilings. So as you can see, the business was never the problem. It was the belief about the business that was the problem. So what does that breakthrough look like? And I guess you're after some kind of magical strategy. And so many people like to overcomplicate business. Why I've run so many successful businesses in the past is I like to keep things so simple. Yeah? Backed by belief, with a strategy, taking action. They're the 3 stages. The first one is the most important, and that is the belief. So what does breaking the ceiling actually look like? You're fully confident in your price and you're charging the full price. You deliver when someone asks, how much are you? how much is your service, you deliver with confidence. Yep. And it doesn't matter if they say no, it's no problem. You move on to the next one and you're attracting the right clients. What else does it look like? You have confidence in your business. That means you're taking yourself out of your comfort zone. You are doing the uncomfy things to take your business to the next level. And why you're doing this is because you believe you're capable of doing it. When you don't believe you're capable, you can't get uncomfy. Okay? So this belief which is in you is now making you become uncomfortable. Uncomfortable brings big results. And why you get uncomfortable is because you believe that you're capable. What else are you seeing through this breakthrough? You are seeing a person who not only thinks they deserve to break the 5,000 level, but you deserve to break the 10,000, the 15, the 20,000 level. Yeah, but you feel that you are going to write your own paycheck and it doesn't matter how high it is. Okay, because you are full of belief in what you're doing. The results are showing you, which is feeding you more belief, and that energy is turning into big results. That is what solving that one problem is. Yeah? Pain, belief, strategy, action. So many people and so many coaches just teach a strategy. Because that strategy is not backed by a belief that you can actually go on that pitch, going back to the sportsman quote, go into that pitch and win. That strategy is pointless. Okay? So, that is what breaking the ceiling really looks like. As you can see, I get very passionate about what I'm talking about because after 15 years of working with thousands of people, I've seen it bring big results. Yeah, not only does their business change, it transforms their business, but it also transforms the person. Yeah, and they become this great business owner who has so much belief in their own ability and what they can achieve, not just in business, but in life. So if anything resonated with you today, my details are in the comment box below, and we can arrange a discovery call, see if we can get that belief and that strategy into your business, which is going to bring in some amazing results. But thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next video.